All right. How's everyone doing? It has been a while since I've been online here. Hope everyone's doing all right. So tonight I'm working on this Joh Calvin comic, and I just figured I would go live, see if anybody wants to hang out in the chat, and if you have any questions, comments, just throw it in the chat. Love to discuss whatever topics you have in mind. I'm working on Joh Calvin's Institutes in comic form, in case you're wondering. And it's going well. Still working on chapter 1. Trying to balance work, like my freelance work, and this stuff has been a little challenging lately, but it's going well. And I'm really looking forward to this project picking up some steam. It's through a publisher, and I haven't signed the contract yet, but we've been discussing back and forth, and I'm beginning on the first chapter as kind of like a sample. So here we go. So has anybody read Joh Calvin's Institutes? I am currently reading through it. Listening through it. Reading through it. Is listening considered the same as reading through something? Because I mostly listen to my books. Listen to audiobooks. And actually, if you're a fan of Tolkien, what happened? I just lost all my stuff. Isn't that a cool scene right there? There we go. Using Clip Studio. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. I just mentioned J.R.R. Tolkien. Now I'm okay. Focus. So I have been listening through The Lord of the Rings on audiobook, read by Andy Serkis, who is the man who voiced the character of Gollum in the movies. And it has been fantastic. I'm really enjoying listening to it. The way he reads is just so captivating, and so like he gets into the character of each of the characters, and he uses a different voice for each character too, and so he really like draws you into the story. If you haven't listened to it, I would highly recommend it. Let me know what you're reading currently in the comments. I like fiction, but I also read a lot of like the Puritans and stuff, of course, since I'm creating comics based on them. But I think probably some of my favorite stuff to read is fiction. So if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them. So this is chapter 1 of Calvin's Institutes, is about the knowledge of God and the knowledge of ourselves. And so in the comic, I have Calvin kind of going through these different topics with, he's going to be going through them with different characters, different people, and it's kind of modern day people, I guess. and he's kind of come from the past, and he's coming back to he's coming into our time period, or modern time period, to help people rediscover these ancient truths, I guess, to help people understand what Scripture says about who God is and who we are, in light of who God is. It is a very good read. I've really been enjoying going through it, and thankful that I'm able to work on this project here. I think it's gonna, well, I hope it's gonna be helpful for kids to think deeper about theology, and maybe have an introduction to Calvin's Institutes, so that as they grow in their understanding of their faith and who God is, that they would be able to, or that it would just kind of push them into wanting to read more, and so later on in life maybe they'll pick up the actual institutes and go deeper than what a comic strip can do. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of going through and laying out the rough sketches. It's supposed to be winter here, but there is no snow, which I'm okay with because I like warm weather. I don't like the snow. But I live in Wisconsin, and I expect snow this time of year. Actually, I like the first snows, but I don't like when it lingers and the cold lingers in January and February, because those seem to always be the coldest months here for some reason. And I don't like when the snow lingers in those months, but it does, and I feel like I've grown used to it. I just don't like it. So, yeah. No snow. Hopefully there's snow for Christmas. I like having snow on Christmas. This is where the guy is saying how good of a person he is, and He knows himself so well that he knows he's such a good person. But Calvin says he only knows himself in light of himself and not in light of God. But when you hold the mirror of God's law up to your life, you begin to see that you're not so good after all. I think he should be more like this. R. Yeah, that's a better gesture, I think, than makes him seem puffed up, proud. I feel like that's kind of what you need to be going for in this scene particularly. Where's everybody watching from? I'm gonna guess the West Coast, since it's 10 o'clock here. It's probably 11 o'clock on the east, so it's probably a little earlier. Well, not probably, it is a little earlier on the West Coast, so I assume that if someone's watching, they may be on the West Coast. Or you're in a different country. In that case, I don't know how to measure the time. The difference in time. I am a good, upstanding person. Are you now? So, I have the text in here, really small. I'm gonna redo the text in a different program, one that's easier. This program is good for drawing the comics and laying out the comics and everything, but it's terrible, absolutely terrible for doing word processing and things like that and laying out the words. And even though they have a feature where they can create word balloons around everything, I still prefer to draw my balloons, my word balloons, just because I feel like it kind of integrates better with the style of the rest of the drawings. And really, right now, I'm just trying to get a handle on their gestures. Like, I feel like this Calvin up here is a little off. He has large arms, and, like, his legs are really short, it looks like. So I need to be a little bit more consistent with this one. This is a finished inked panel. Calvin just came through this interdimensional portal. This is how he travels to our time period. And his cat followed him. And I may have to redo these pages. So this is the first page. Second page. Oh yeah, I will have to redo these because I'm seeing these first two pages I had done like a couple months ago, and I actually lost the files, the layered files, so all I have are the flat images of these. But I just wonder about his proportions here. I'd like to make it more like this one. I'd like this to be the base model of how the rest of the Calvins will look. And Good job. So that's kind of what this stage is just fleshing out the gestures and the positions and how their bodies are moving throughout the comic. And then I will get into like fixing proportions and details and whatnot. Sorry, I just had to fix something. It was giving me some weird readings on these equalizers. All right. Oh, I don't know if I even have been live since we got our calendars in. And we did not think, me and Stephanie, my wife, did not think that we would be able to do calendars this year because I lost all those files. But I was able to find them just in time, and now we have calendars, but they're all misprints. And we're not going to print anymore, so that's all we're going to be selling are the misprinted calendars. And those are available at RefToons.com. Right now, there's 20% off everything through the end of tomorrow, which is the last day in November. And then it's the Christmas month. Who has their Christmas tree up yet? We do. We put our Christmas tree up. When did we do it? The day after Halloween. Reformation Day. I'm sorry. So he's got his well, maybe nobody has their Christmas tree up. Do you even put up a Christmas tree? Maybe I should ask that. Or do you have a real tree or do you have a fake tree? Or do you have a Christmas palm tree? E. Timmons, love your work. Christmas tree not up yet. Here in southern DE. I'm gonna guess that's Delaware. I've never been to Delaware. Is it as small as it looks on the map? Just wonder, how long does it take? I have always wondered this, actually, whenever I see Delaware. I wonder how long it takes to get from one end to the other. Like the longest distance. How long does it take to get from one end of Delaware to the other end? That is something that has, every time I look at a map, I mean, even just recently, we have these games on our iPads, Stack the States. And whenever Delaware comes up, I always wonder this. Yes, 2 hours from top to bottom, 20 to 30 minutes, east to west at the widest southern point. That is crazy. You play Stack the States too? We just got Stack the States 2. And Stack the countries. Yeah, I almost said continents. That'd be easy. Stack the countries as well. We got that one. That's a fun one. we all play those games. Those are so fun. Oops. Okay. So here he's reaching into his coat the same way that Mary Poppins reaches into her bag. He's going to pull out this mirror that's shaped like the classic Ten Commandments stone shape. On one side is a mirror, on the other side is the Ten Commandments, the law. So it's the mirror of God's law. I just forgot how to get my pencil. There it is. Now I kind of want this to be kind of like almost extremely foreshortened. So I'm going to have to do this a little differently. Wait, how would that be? Okay. There we go. All right. That's probably could be okay. So I'm gonna flesh that out a little bit better, except if you're holding it like that. So his face, it's gonna turn it like that. I'm using the camera as reference. Okay, so his head's gonna be kind of tilted. But he's gonna be looking over at the guy. Oh, so I was mentioning the Fellowship of the Ring earlier, the Lord of the Rings earlier. I didn't specify which book I was on. I just finished the Fellowship of the Ring, read by Andy Serkis, and now I've started the second book, The Two Towers, which I'm super excited about. And like, I feel like I'm kind of obsessed, like listening to it. I keep wanting to do more work just so I can keep listening to the book. Actually, I want to stop being live right now so that I can listen to the book. Oh, which part am I on? Last thing I remember is Aragorn and Gimli, and Legolas sending Boromir's body down the river in the boat. That's the last thing I remember. Man, that's such a good story. I haven't read it in years, but going through it now, it's like I can see why Tolkien is considered a genius of a writer in the way that he developed those characters, gave them each their own personalities and backgrounds and histories. I can't imagine what kind of work went into doing all of that. We'll get some action lines going here. Actually, I think there's a tool for that. Here we go. Flash pattern. Haha. Cool, but I don't want that to be. I don't want that white part in there. Oh, fill center. There we go. Do not want to fill the center. So this is awesome. Oh, now it's all white. Good grief. That's looks like too many. So it looks like I can change the brush size. Oh, the gap between them. A line of distance. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's... Okay. Line of distance. Length. And I'm sure there's more. Here they go. Let's see here. Fill center. No, I don't want the center filled. Shape operation. Drawing interval. Gap. Line distance. Disarray. There we go. More disarray. Okay, I see. I see how that goes. Grouping? No. Grouping, what does grouping do? Disarray. No, we won't do grouping. Drawing position. Uneven reference position. Height. Let's do an uneven height. There we go. Now, I'm gonna delete that one. Do a different one. See how that goes. Ah! That's not what I want. Still... Drawing interval, gap of distance needs to be further. Why is that doing that? Drawing position. Okay. Let's just take that off. There we go. Still. Disarray. Okay, I did not think I would be... Alright, E. Timmons. Keep up the great work. Loved watching. Good night. Alright, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Middle point. Let's try that. Okay, still... Drawing interval. There we go. That's probably good. And then if I want to like add more, I probably could just copy and paste. And then, oops. I don't know what just happened. Oh yeah. Oh, it does the whole thing. There. Something like that. But that would be in the background. Okay. So this bottom one. Oh, this is going to be the 10 Commandments right here, I think. I have to look ahead here. First, look to God, then look to yourself. So he swivels it around, and it's a mirror. And then the guy looks at himself, and he sees a dead man. Okay. I'm going to work on this one. I think I'm ready for the inks on this one. Not sure what that object is. RefToons ink brush. Excellent. Oh, that's my vector layer. That's right. I learned about vector layers in this program. And that means I can increase the size and it does not diminish the quality. Oh, I feel like his eyebrows should be off. Like that. His eyebrows flew off of his face. Kind of cool. We get to see Calvin with his cap off here. Hello from Thousand Oaks, California. Hey, Steve Alonzo, what's up? There we go. All right. Well, I suppose it's the Midwest way of saying I'm going to head out. So thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to go to RefToons.com and check out the sale we're doing through the end of tomorrow, November 30th. There's a 20% off of everything, and it's an automatic discount when you add things to your cart. And go to the checkout, you'll see it all. All the discount is taken off. So check that out. We have calendars, finally, 2023 RefToons calendars available. Limited stock, so get them while you can. And plenty of prints, books, and decals. We've added a few new decals since in the last couple months, and so we're continuing to add decals. I'm continuing to find things that I would like to turn into decals. It's basically just things that I would like stickers as. Like as stickers. I don't know if I said that right. But I don't know, I just like collecting stickers, and apparently a lot of people a lot of other people do too. So we have plenty of those, and also pinback buttons. And I'm looking into, I might work with someone on getting some keychains, some printed keychains. So be on the lookout for that. RefToons.com, so we can find all the stuff, and then follow on all the socials, and you'll see all the different comics that pop up. So thanks again for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Thanks.